So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to run the wires, power inside to the fuse panel that's inside that runs the radio and all that other stuff. Plus, how I'm going to get the wires out to the starter, the lights, the rear lights, and everything else. So I found this connector, put it up here. This guy here is a bulkhead connector, made for automotive, and it's waterproof. 22 connectors, 20 amps each. And since I'm going LED lights and everything, that's plenty for my lights, my blinkers, plenty of power. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut a hole. Sorry about this, but cut a hole right about here, because my fuse panel is going to be right behind here that controls everything inside the car. And I want to be able to disconnect it instead of running a hole with a grommet and wires coming through that you got to disconnect. I'm going to use this connector. I got to drill a hole and then put this in here. This will go from the inside. And these are all waterproof connectors, right? And this guy will bolt right here to take the wires to everything that I need to get to. So that's one thing. Then I was trying to figure out how the heck am I going to get the power, because it's only 20 amps a pin. I don't want to use all the pins to get power inside. So I'm using another bulkhead connector for power. And I'm going to put it right here, because air conditioning goes on that side and everything else. This will be close to the fuse panel. I'm going to tie the alternator charging wire is going to connect up to this also. They'll come here. Then I'll run a wire down that's going to come to here, power wire. And that will give me power inside and give me the ability to disconnect it when I want to take these off. If I ever got to take the cab off, I'm just kind of, I guess I overthink stuff, but I want to make it simple, clean, and use connectors and waterproof connectors and things like that. So what I'm going to do is this guy here, which will run the power. I think it's a 150 amp. Something like that. So plenty of power to give me 12 volts inside. Goes to the fuse panel that's going to go right behind here in the inside to get the wires out for the lights, blinkers, starter, and everything else. The cool thing what I did is most old cars, the key on, key start through high amperage, because that's what actually went right to your starter. I'm using low voltage coming out. So low voltage from the keys, low voltage from everything else. So go to these relays. These relays will convert it to high power, high amperage. That will start the starter, the fans, and all the other stuff. So I don't really need high amperage starters and lights and things like that, because going with LEDs, using the relays, everything coming out will handle within this 20 amp per pin, 20 amps per pin connector, and waterproof. It'll seal on this side. Every pin comes with I didn't bring them, but every pin comes with the rubber seals. And I bought a special crimp tool for these, because when you crimp the rubber seals, it needs a different tool. It's got a round crimp that crimps around the rubber seal. It was on Amazon. I think I paid $14, $15, somewhere around there. But what I'm doing is working on where I'm going to put the panel. I'm going to stop this for a second, walk around. Okay, it's going to be a little grainy. You're probably going to hear me echo. See if I can get in the light in here. But right about there, I don't know if you see the I put deals for it to screw it in, but that's where the fuse panel is going to go. On this side, I'll come down to about somewhere about here to put that connector. Sorry, it focused on my finger. That's where I'm at, trying to figure out all these pieces before I go to the next step. I don't want to be drilling into the firewall, into the panels, and then have to fix them again after I've done all this. So I've been putting a lot of thought in how I was going to do it, what tools, what connectors I was going to use, and I'll pass all that information on to you guys how it worked. So that's where I'm at. Have a great day.